Okay, so this tutorial is on Turnitin. Okay, you're going to use Turnitin 2 times, as discussed previously. After you submit your draft to me and I edit it, you're going to submit it to Turnitin and create what's called an originality report. This originality report is going to give you the percentage that is original, meaning in your own words, and then the remaining percentage would be plagiarized. Before you submit your final paper to Dr. Gross, or you want to submit another draft to me, you're going to need to fix the plagiarized sections, meaning either quote it and find the page number for that quote and the source, or paraphrase it and put it into your own words. In addition, Dr. Gross would like you to submit all of your papers, your final papers, to Turnitin, and from there he will essentially grade them. Also, I need you to pay really close attention to this tutorial because I'm going to give you multiple directions for each section, the 9040 section and the 9041 section. So there are going to be multiple login directions depending on if you've used Turnitin before and which section you're in. So please pay very special attention to the details in this tutorial so you don't get lost and you don't get confused. Okay, let's get started. So what you need to do first is go to your home page, the announcements page. I am on the 9040 class right now. Okay, and you're going to want to scroll all the way down to the first announcement that Dr. Gross created back when classes started in February. And you'll see this submitting your research paper. Okay, so once I sign off on your draft, please submit it to Turnitin rather than the WebTyco assignments folder. So this will be the first time you'll submit to Turnitin. You'll create an originality report. If you're comfortable with your originality report, meaning less than 10%, even less than that, I mean if you really want to get an A, if it's less than that, you should be able to turn the paper in without me looking at it again. If you want me to look at it again, I have no problem with that. So essentially, you'll submit to Turnitin either 1 or 2 times or 3 times, depending on how many times you want the paper edited. Okay, so I want you to right-click on Turnitin.com and open the new link. Okay? Now, it looks a little different for the 9041 class. So I'm going to show you what the 9041 class looks like. Again, you're going to want to scroll all the way down to the beginning of the semester. To submitting your research paper. See how it looks a little different than the 9040 class? Okay, again for 9041 class, you're going to right-click on Turnitin.com and open link in a new tab. Okay? Now back to the 9040 class. After you've opened this link, you're going to want to go down to your class ID, right-click, and copy that. And remember that your password for this class is culture. So, go to Turnitin homepage, go to create account. Okay? Now this is where it gets a little confusing. If you have already used Turnitin before, then you want to enter your email address and the password that you used to log in to Turnitin when you used it in previous semesters. If you have not used Turnitin before and this is your first time, you're going to create a new account. Okay? So if you have not used it before, you're going to go to Student, your class ID, you want to Control V, and that's going to paste the 605153 from this number right here. Okay? If you are in the 9041 class, your class ID is going to be 6051592. And you're going to put that here in the class ID. Both passwords are culture. So write culture. Okay, it's going to ask for your user information. And I'm going to do both just to show you guys what it looks like to create a new one and what it looks like to log in. Okay, so use an email address, enter your password, any password of your choosing, re-enter it again, secret question, okay, and then you want to go to I agree, create profile. Alright, so it looks like Dr. Gross has already enrolled me in 9040, which is great. He should have enrolled everybody in that particular class already. Okay, if you have not used Turnitin before. If you have used Turnitin before, let me show you what that looks like. See how there's like multiple directions and it starts to get a little confusing? So go to create account, enter your email address. Actually, I want to do this one. Okay, and hit login. Okay, so as you can see, this one is expired because it's from the fall. Okay, so this is for people that have used Turnitin before. Now you need to click enroll in a class, class section ID. If you are the 9040 section, you're going to use 6051583. If you are the 9041 section, you're going to use 6051592. Both passwords are culture. Okay, so now I have spring 9040. And I'm going to want to click on whichever one you're in. Okay, so this is where it goes back to, normal. So here, you just click on it. If you've created a new Turnitin account, you would click on it. And here, if you had to enroll in the class, you would click on it. Okay. Now it's going to come up to, let's see, this is your class homepage to submit an assignment. Okay, click the submit button. Now, choose a paper item submission method. You can either cut and paste or you can single file upload. I prefer single file upload. My first name and last name are already here. And my title, let's see, I want to use this guy. Comparison of G-SPECT and eRNA. Oops. So comparison of G-SPECT and eRNA, and my name. Then I'm going to browse for it, and I put it on my desktop, so it should be here. Here it is right here. And upload. Okay, step 1 of 3 has been completed successfully. Perfect. Now, you can review it here. Your whole paper, including the references and any figures or anything like that, should all be right here. Okay? And you're going to click Submit. Your submission was successful. This is your receipt. And it says it contains the first page of your submission. You can later download a digital receipt. Okay, so there's the first page there. And then you want to click Go to Portfolio. Okay? It says the similarity is processing. Let me see if it comes up view yet. Okay, so it's still processing. So I'm going to close that. Okay, so you're going to have to sit here and wait a little while it's processing. And I'm going to go ahead and stop this tutorial here because I'm not sure how long it's going to take. And I will come back and finish this tutorial once the similarity and originality report have been processed, okay?